How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves. Welcome back to a brand new transfer news update video. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe. And what a start it's been for Wolves this year. Well within the race for European football at the moment. But obviously Feb is going to be a huge month for the club with the fixtures coming up. But on today's video, we're going to be talking about the latest in the transfer rumours. There's about a week left of the transfer window. It's zipped by. And of course, there are still some major deals that could be in the pipeline. We'll talk about that a little bit today. Obviously, let me know your thoughts on any of the rumours today in the comments section down below. We'll start off with the one that has been doing the rounds for not just this window, but the last window in particular. And he's been a talking point in every transfer window for the last 2 years, I would say. Mr. Adama Traore. As it stands, he is still a Wolverhampton Wanderers player. But things are starting to heat up a little bit in regards to a potential move to Tottenham Hotspur. As far as it goes at the moment, a lot of the reputable sources, such as Fabrizio Romano, the closest source to Wolves, Mr. Tim Spears, as far as they're aware, the deal is very much on. The deal is very much on. Could still be done, and there are talks ongoing between the two clubs. Of course, last time. Tottenham Hotspur have had officially, I say officially, but pretty much every source has said Tottenham Hotspur had a £15 million bid rejected for Adama Traore, and Wolves holding out for an asking price of between 20 and 25 million pounds. So as I speak, nothing has been agreed as of yet. Of course, he played for Wolves on Saturday away at Brentford. Unfortunately, had a goal chalked off. There have been lots of stories going on this over the weekend. I've seen a story from a source in Italy saying it's agreed that there's going to be a loan with an obligation to buy of £20 million. Other sources now saying Wolves' asking price has gone up to about £30 million. And I can see at all points of view, there's fans saying, why are we going to be selling to a direct rival? Wolves now have put themselves in a position where genuinely they can, fight towards a European spot once again. Ignore last season. The first 2 seasons we were back in the Premier League, 2 7th place finishes, and it looks doable again. And if we to lose Adama Traore, as frustrating as he may well be, he's been such a decent asset this month coming off the bench, and we've just timed it. Bruno Lage has timed it absolutely right in terms of when he's coming onto the pitch, and he's adding that end product to his game over the last few weeks. I've turned from really not being bothered about whether, he's going to now saying, right, we need to keep him. And the only way we can let him go is if a sizable offer comes in and the club reinvest it this window. Obviously, the later this deal goes, the less time Wolves have if they want to sign a replacement. May not be another winger. Obviously, we've signed Chiquinho. We know that Pedro Neto and Juan Chan are due back very soon. But maybe another central midfielder. They've written off a centre-back as well, apparently. So, as it stands, it's still going on, but nothing too concrete as of yet. Another player that's been fantastic for Wolves over this season, really, is Joao Moutinho. Reports in Italy last week suggested that Jose Mourinho's Roma were interested in signing him up at the end of the season when his contract at Molineux expires. Look, Moutinho has been fantastic. I've written a few words on him for a BBC article tomorrow, but he's been fantastic today. Already grabbed 2 goals this season, which is more than any other seasons in the Premier League with Wolves this campaign. Just been fantastic, him and Ruben Neves in the middle of the park. So Roma interested, but as it stands, I really just hope the likes of Romain Saiss and Joao Moutinho in particular, we get them for at least another year, get another 12 months on that contract so we can, see how we go from there. Of course, 35 years of age now, Moutinho, but genuinely playing the best football of his Wolves career so far. So I really do hope we keep hold on to him. A pretty interesting transfer saga as well. And it's come back up this weekend. So back at the start of this month, we reported about Jung Sang-bin, who's a Korean forward for Suwon Samsung Blue Wings. He's a striker that Wolves reportedly wanted to sign last summer, and for some reason it didn't come to fruition because Wolves wanted to sign him and obviously long-term loan him out to Grasshopper Zurich, sister club over in Switzerland. Reports over the weekend suggested that Wolves have now reignited this move. So Wolves apparently have put another bid in for Jung Sang-bin. And again, they will be loaning him out to Grasshoppers if it happens. And this morning, as in Monday the 24th, Jung Sang-bin, who was with the South Korea under-23s, has left their training camp in order to complete a move somewhere. Now, there's talks that he's going straight to Switzerland to sort it out with Grasshoppers. I don't know whether this is going to be a signing that Wolves confirm and then loan to Grasshoppers, or whether he's going to be contracted directly to Grasshoppers with them as the parent club. But a lot of stories over in Korea pointing that Jung Sang-bin could well be part of the Wolves, well, coming to Wolves, or at the very least, Grasshoppers this window. So again, over the next few days, I expect that one to finalise. So we'll keep our eye on that one for sure. Jung Sang-bin, again, Wolves taking advantage at the moment of this very tight window. They've got to sign these players from abroad, which they may well not be able to do very, very soon when all the rules change. But get him into Europe, get that European passport, get those dates in Europe. And obviously, if Jung Sang-bin, who seems to be a very talented forward, if he does well in Switzerland, Wolves can have a look at him and bring him over to the club like they have done with Totti Gomez and like they have done as well with Hayo Kawabe. Of course, Hayo Kawabe, the Japanese midfielder, the club confirmed the signing of him earlier this month, but they have now confirmed, or Grasshoppers have confirmed, he's gone back to the Swiss club for the remainder of the season. So we'll see if we ever do see him in a Wolves shirt. Plenty of fans think we probably won't, but Hayo Kawabe back out on loan to Grasshopper Zurich. Dion Sanderson, I spoke about him a little bit in the last video. It looks like he's very close to be joining QPR now. Queen's Park Rangers doing really well in the Championship, to be fair, well within the race for promotion. So another good move for Dion Sanderson. That was originally reported by Peter O'Rourke from Football Insider last week. Tim Spears has reiterated it as well today, and also said Sheffield United came in with a late bid for Dion Sanderson, but it looks like he's going to be going off to Queen's Park Rangers. And overall, a number of players that could be loaned out. Obviously, Dion Sanderson, who we've mentioned. Ryan Giles could be heading back out on loan. There were a few clubs interested in him, which we spoke about last time. But a lot of players also. Bruno Jordao. I think Bruno Lage is really hoping that he can get a solid second half of the season with plenty of football. Obviously come back from an injury, but needs to be playing football. Christian Marquez, he came back from a failed loan spell at Belenenses in Portugal. Goalkeepers as well. Louis Molden has been pretty much involved in the 23s and the first team squad. He's been on the bench for many Premier League games this season. Looks like he could be out on loan. And Andreas Sondergaard as well, who had been playing 23s football for Wolves, but spent the first half of the season on loan at Danish club Randers. So, still, week left of the window. Still could be plenty of transfer movements. Guys, let me know your thoughts on any of the stories today in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know, do you think Wolves need to sign another player? Look, we're in a great position in the league. Maybe one or two big transfers could help catapult us towards that top 6. Who knows? Until next time, though, guys, see you all very soon.